back to work. Go on.
Hey everybody, Gears here, and I knocked these up real quick, relatively speaking. The legs themselves are 8 inches around, so that's a 4-inch diameter. Just took a compass, drew out the circle, cut it with the razor blade. The main leg itself is 2 inches wide. There's a shim in there. This could be correct. And then the horseshoes themselves are about 1 inch wide. This inside detail should be a bunch of strips. So essentially, rather than being hollow, if I had done, say, 5 or 6 strips of cardboard, 7 strips, because this is 5 strips right here, then it would have been correct on the outside, but it would have been all these corrugations on the, it would have been correct on the inside, but then there would have been all the corrugations on the outside. So these are pretty solid for now. I'll be using these for a little while until I cut proper ones out of wood. The shoulder rounds, again, just cut those out of circles. These are going to glue on the back here. Once I have these tacked into place and I know where to put them, that's the important part. I wanted to get a photo of them before. I don't have a camera, so I wanted to get at least some images of them as raw cardboard before I paint them, just so to remember what they look like. I'm going to give these a rusting, then a silver, and then some white, and that's pretty much it. Being cardboard, I'm not going to do too much to them otherwise until I'm actually cutting these out of wood and install them properly onto old apples here. Doing this in the X-Wing wing, which is just over there. Cutting these out of cardboard really made me think, why not do a whole droid out of cardboard? It'll weigh all of 2 pounds, essentially. It'll be pretty solid. I'm using super glue, and essentially the super glue plasticizes the cardboard and makes it pretty solid. I mean, you could still destroy this, of course, but the success I had with cutting this X-Wing over here has really given me thought that, heck, why not? Over here I painted the shoulders. They're still tacky enough that I'm not going to be able to do anything with them until tomorrow. And I don't know why, but cardboard always gets little bits of grit in it whenever I spray paint it. And yeah, here's an example of what the dome looked like yesterday with all the dirt grit. Really, really disappointing to see that happen. Yeah, this is much too tacky to do anything with. These guys here, I did the rust, I did the silver, and then did the white. I should probably sand it all down, I suppose. I mean, it's not going to look good simply because of all the cardboard corrugation here that you can see, but I should do something for them to make it look just a little dash better. And this has 5 or 6 coats on it. I have as yet to really give this a sanding, and I don't think I necessarily need to. It's getting lots of little dirt inside the glosses. I haven't been totally paying attention, but again, once this starts getting dirty, no one will ever see it. So there's about a 1/4 can of brown in here that I need to save for other stuff. On my other paints, I've got another 2 cans of gloss, it looks like, back there. There's barely any orange left. Probably half a can of silver, almost no more white, bit of black. And this reflect is something I was toying with doing over with apples. Is when the gloss has finally dried for, say, a week or 2, if not longer, I'll mask all the red off, paint the white reflect, and that should give an interesting look at night, I think. Unless I do the opposite and mask all the white off and spray the red reflect. That might be better. Tough to say. If you're driving at night, do I want a red reflection or do I want the white reflection? White would be more obvious. Red is obviously brake color, so slow down kind of color. We'll see. But this is going to be ready for its next gloss probably right now, I bet. Really killer for me right now is all this massive wind going on. It's throwing the paint around every which direction that it wants to. I can see how strong it is up there. So I can't reliably aim the paint at an object even from 6 inches away and have it go down. This was a nightmare to try and do, just repositioning myself and trying to get an even coat. Yeah, there's a good look at how strong the wind is overall. And it could be like this all week, unfortunately. And if it is, I'm not going to be able to get any more reliable amount of work done. So that might be it for today, actually. Well, no, I'll put one more gloss down. I'll try and find a dead corner here. Maybe there's some place where there isn't too much wind.